Hello, and welcome to video link 5 of 6 for ADA compliance training. In this portion of the training, we will be taking the skills and knowledge we have gained from the previous training videos and applying them to make a document ADA compliant. For this portion, we have already prepared a non-ADA compliant document for us to work through and modify to make ADA compliant. This document is in a Google Drive account that we have created specifically for this session. With this, let us first open up a web browser. When opened, in your URL bar, type in google.com/drive. And this page should appear. On this page, click the Go to Google Drive button, and you should be brought to this page. In this page, in the email bar, type in ada.compliance.pashy@gmail.com as you see here. And the password, all lowercase, all one word, is ADA compliance. Then sign it. Once you are on this page, right-click on the example non-ADA Word document. In the drop-down menu that appears, click Download and save it somewhere that you prefer to on your device and then open it. I have this document saved to my desktop, so I will open it from there. Once the document is opened, we can see that it's obviously not ADA compliant. So let us go through and change what needs to be changed from what we have learned in the previous videos. First, let's see if the proper amount of white space is used. We can see here in the document there isn't the proper amount of white space with 3 lines of single-spaced text present without a break. To fix this, we can simply create some space between them with the Enter key. Next, we can see that our document isn't utilizing an ADA-compliant font style, font sizing, or font coloring throughout. To be sure that our document is consistent throughout, let's hit Ctrl-A to select all the text. Then let's go and change the text to the Arial style, an ADA compliant font style. With the text still highlighted, let's make the font size throughout the document 12 or larger, the ADA compliant font sizing range. And let us change our text coloring to black. When making a document ADA compliant, consistency throughout the document is important. Let us now go through our document to be sure all our headings, bullets, and overall layout is consistent throughout. We can see our headings aren't consistent with their styling throughout, so let's highlight only them by holding in Control and then highlighting them as a group. Once all highlighted, make all of their font stylings the same. Next, we see that our bulleted lists under our headings aren't consistent. So let's go through and again highlight these sections while holding in Control to highlight them as a group. Once all highlighted, let's go through and change the bulleted list stylings to be the same. You will also notice that our text isn't spaced consistently as well. Let us again hit Control A to highlight all the text, and let's go and make the spacing 1.5 to be consistent throughout. Our text now looks ADA compliant. So let's go through and make our images ADA compliant also. Firstly, our images aren't ADA compliant because of their coloring. Let us click on the images and go to the Picture Tools Format tab. In here we will click on the Color button, and then from these options choose an ADA compliant coloring like a good contrasting black and white one here. Now let us repeat this same process for our other image. For ADA compliance, images must have labels. We can see that our first image is missing a label. From the drop-down to add a label, let's right-click on it, and from the drop-down menu that appears, click Insert Caption. From here, under the caption bar, type in an appropriate label for the image. And hit OK. Be sure that this text font and styling for the label is consistent with your other image and is ADA compliant as well. Let's go through and edit this to make it consistent with our other label and to make this ADA compliant text. Now they are ADA compliant for the labels. Next, we need to see if our images have the ADA required title or alt text for any users with disabilities who may be viewing our document. To see if an image has an alt text, we first right-click it, and from the drop-down menu that appears, we click Format Object. From the menu that appears, we click this icon called out as Layout and Properties, and from here we click the alt text option. We can see that this image has no title or alt text, so we must enter in the appropriate information to represent the image. After we enter in the appropriate information for this image, we then can follow the same steps to check for a title and alt text for our other image and change it as well. Now our images and texts are all ADA compliant. Now it is a matter of personal preference of readjusting your document to make it look as professional and neat as possible. We can review our document and see that everything meets ADA compliance, it is consistent, and our images meet ADA compliance, you see, as well. I thank you, and we thank you for watching this training video. Please click link 6 of 6 for our conclusion to our e-learning session.